Google's account hierarchy. So in this video, I'm going to go through the main things you need to know about the structure and the hierarchy of your Google Ads account. So let's start off with this image. From the top down, you're going to have your Google Ads account. Within your Google Ads account, you're going to have campaigns. And then within your campaigns, you're going to have multiple ad groups. You can have one ad group, you can have 5, you can even have 100 different ad groups. It's completely up to you. And then within each ad group, you're going to have keywords and your actual ad. So the ads we saw on Google, they are created within your ad group, which is within a campaign. So just to give you a better idea, at the account level, so the top level, you have all the options like setting your email, your time zone, your billing, adding more users. Where at the campaign level, so the level below, you have all the options like location targeting. So that's where you determine what location you want to target with your ads. You have your ad schedule, device targeting, and then below that, at the ad group level, you have the ad rotation as well, but we'll go through each level in more detail as we progress throughout the course. The main element to understand is the hierarchy and that ad groups are within campaigns. And at the campaign level is where you set your location targeting. So let's imagine you have a furniture website. It can be a little bit confusing at first to get your head around it, and you might already be sitting there or standing and have a few questions such as, should my product be in an ad group? Should it be a campaign? Should it be a keyword? And so on and so on. So I'm going to show you the method that I utilize and we use for clients as well to determine whether we should have a campaign or an ad group for our service. So let's go over to our browser and look at this website, hygienesuppliesdirect.com, HSD online. And just to confirm, this is not my website. I have no affiliation with this website whatsoever. I'm just going to use it as an example throughout the course, just to give you some live examples to really help ensure you're getting the most out of this course. So as you can see from the website, they have multiple categories. They have a category for all their washroom products. They have a category for hand dryers, heaters, pest control, home and garden, cleaning, fans, and so on and so on. So you can actually look at the navigation on your actual website to figure out what campaigns you should have and what ad groups you should have. For example, let's look at the fan subcategory. So under fans, they have 3 different options. They have domestic fans, commercial and industrial, and air cooling. So within the fan subcategory, they have 3 main subcategories, and then within those subcategories, they have more products. Because the products have different keywords, we have ceiling fans, desk fans, extractor fans, pedestal fans, and so on and so on. In this instance, it's going to be best to have a campaign for each subcategory. So you'd have one campaign for domestic fans, and then within that campaign, you'd have ad groups for each particular product. So you'd have an ad group for ceiling fans, and then within that ad group, you would have all of your keywords that you want to bid on, such as best ceiling fans, cheap ceiling fans that are reliable, and so on and so on. So these are all keywords related to ceiling fans. So as a result, ceiling fans should have its own ad group. And that ad group should be under the main campaign of domestic fans. So hopefully you found that useful and will give you some ideas on how you can structure your Google Ads account. But again, don't worry if you don't understand at present, as I'm going to give you a live example. But essentially the main takeaway from this is you have a Google Ads account. Within that account, you can have multiple campaigns for each product you offer, such as maybe air cooling, commercial, domestic fans, and so on and so on. And then below that campaign, you'd have your ad groups, which are the products that come under that subcategory. And then lastly, you have your keywords and your ads, which are all relevant to that ad group and that subcategory. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up a Google Ads account from scratch. So if you already have a Google Ads account, then feel free to skip through parts of this video to find the bits you are after. So to set up a Google Ads account, all you need is 2 things. The first is an internet connection, and the second is a Gmail account. So go ahead and sign into your Gmail account. So as you can see, I'm already signed into one of my Gmail accounts, and I'm simply going to go over to Google and type in Google Ads, and I'll click the top result in organic. So I'm not going to click an ad, I'm going to click the top result in organic. This will bring up a page which looks something like this. Do bear in mind this page is going to change over time, and you simply need to click Start Now either here or Start Now at the top. So let's give that a click. And then once the page is loaded, it's going to give you 3 different options. So what is your main advertising goal? Is it to get more calls, get more website sales or signups, or get more visits to your physical location? Now you might think these are the only 3 options you can choose from. It's super important that you ignore these three options and you actually come all the way down here and click switch to expert mode. Now the reason why we want to do this is because the three options you have at the top is what we call a diluted setup process, meaning all of the options to choose from for your ad groups, how you're going to structure your account is completely removed from you, taken out of your hands and decided by Google, which is what we want to avoid at all cost. Google Ads is extremely powerful and we want to have full control over our campaign and what triggers our ads to show. So let's go ahead and click that button right now. Switch to expert mode. So this is the page that is going to show, and as you can see, it is definitely expert mode and we have way more options than we had on the previous screen. We've actually got 8 different campaign objectives in total. We've got sales, leads, website traffic, product and brand consideration. We've then got brand awareness and reach, app promotion, local store visits, and we can create a campaign without any guidance whatsoever. So that's like expert mode on steroids, and is one I don't recommend. If you are feeling overwhelmed with all of the options you see here, then don't worry, as 9 times out of 10 or 9.9 times out of 10, the majority of people want to go for this campaign objective right here, website traffic. And the main reason being is because you are about to learn in this course how to set up Google Ads the right way. If you get the right keywords, the right match types, you match your destination page with the right search intent, everything as I'm about to run through later on the course, then all you need to do is make sure you get the right people to visit your website. And this is the best objective for that. For example, if you are selling desk fans, then I'll be showing you how you can get the best people who are looking to buy desk fans to visit your website. So website traffic is always going to be the best objective. So let's go ahead and give that a click. It will then bring up another option below, which is all about the campaign type. So there used to be just 2 different campaign types here. We had search and display, which is what I ran through in the previous videos, the Google Search Network and the Google Display Network. But Google have recently added more options. We have Performance Max, Discovery, Shopping, and Video. If you're wondering why some of these options are grayed out, it's because to create these type of campaigns, you have to actually create your Google Ads account first. So the campaign type we want to go for is going to be the search campaign, as we want our ads to show on the Google Search Network. If you're not sure what the Google Search Network is, then I highly recommend that you go back to the previous videos in the course, as I actually run through the difference between the search and the display network. The Performance Max campaign type, this is a new one they've added recently, and it's pretty much a hybrid between the search and the display network. Again, I don't want to be showing any ads on the display network for the reasons I ran through in the previous videos, so I'm going to make sure I go for the search campaign type. Once you give that a click, you'll get a couple more options. You can enter in your website URL and just give Google an idea of what campaign settings you should be using. However, we don't need much guidance from Google as we know what we are doing, so I always skip this option right here. You can completely ignore this option as well, as I'm actually going to go through conversion tracking later on in the course. And then finally, we have the option to put in a name for our campaign. So going back to that HSD online website, the one I'm using as an example for the purpose of this training course, let's imagine I want to set up some ads and I want to promote all of my fans, right? Well, these are the specific type of fans I have for sale. I've got ceiling fans, desk fans, extractor fans, tower fans, and so on. However, all of these fans are what? They come under what category? Well, they're all domestic fans, right? They aren't commercial and industrial, they are all domestic fans. So what I would do is I'd have a campaign called domestic fans, and I'd create ad groups for my specific type of fans I offer. So let's go back to Google Ads and I'll put in domestic fans like so. Again, if you're unsure on why I use this as a name, I highly recommend to go back to the previous videos, specifically the Google hierarchy video, as I go through the Google account structure in great detail. So once you put in your campaign name, simply go ahead and click continue, and that will bring up the next page, which I'm going to run through in the next video. I'll see you there.